Hello, it's Lucy from Bring Light Tarot. I'm just doing the month of April 2024 read for Taurus. Again, this is a general read. If it resonates, grab it and hold on to it. If it doesn't resonate, let it go. If little bits resonate, feel free to grab it and hold on to it. So let's begin. I've pre-shuffled this oracle deck, so I'm going to pull 2 cards from that, and that will give us the energy of the read for the month. And interesting, we got the same card for, did we? Anyway, got the World, and then we've got the solar plexus chakra. Well, to me, the energy is saying, let me just tap in a little bit more. Okay, I feel like Taurus, the world is going to really open up to you in a new way. You're going to view things very, very differently. Sorry, I've got to get my hands right. Very, very differently. In the month of April, there's going to be new beginnings. I believe that there's also going to be a graduation of some kind, of like in your cycle of life. We go through in life. I believe we're going through multiple cycles in us because we're very in-depth beings. And in one of the cycles in your life, you're going to feel like a graduation. I really feel like it's going to be a time too of recognizing where you don't feel good, and the solar plexus is like a real feeling kind of card to me. It's kind of it's right here, and it's kind of the enjoyment of life, feeling like you can enjoy life. And I think it's going to become some stuff is going to come up where you're going to realize that you're not enjoying life as much as you really, really want to. But I feel like Spirit is saying that that's a good thing, and you'll be able to look at it and be able to rectify that, and Spirit will help you with that, that you're going to be able to enjoy life more fully. And that might have to do a little bit with the graduation of something that you're not seeing it for really what it is, and Spirit's going to help you with that and healing in that area of your life. So those are the 2 cards I got for the energy of the read. Let's start the read. I'm just going to move this baby over there. So during this time, I just ask my guides to come closer to me and just really speak through me and the cards for the highest of good for all the Tauruses out there. Even if you're not a Taurus and you're watching this and you feel something resonate, grab it. Like, I really feel like it's about learning about your intuition and learning about like feelings in your body, and when things are said and when things are done, you know, being in touch with who you are and in touch with your body. And if you're watching this video and you're not a Taurus, like, just feel free to learn and grab and, you know, what you need to from this. And that's what it's all about, is sharing. So, excellent. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to set the cards a bit better so I have a bit more room. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Good stuff. Okay. Very much like the last read I just did on, I believe it was Aries. Yeah, Aries, you got in your past position, just in the recent past, you've been working very, very hard. It's the 8 of Pentacles. You've been working hard. You've been seeing some of the fruits of your labor, but you're still in that place where you're not quite enjoying the fruits. You're still like putting together and stuff like that. That might be in a job, that might be just in your earthly possessions or whatever. And that's what Pentacles means, is like usually like our earthly possessions, our money, our real estate, our wealth, our materialism, our material life around us. And so it's like you're almost there, but you're not quite where you want to be. But the Spirit is saying that they recognize that you're working very, very hard. So that's the energy of that card. Now in the here and now, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. which is very interesting with the card that's overlaying it, and the energy that I'm getting from that is the Knight of Pentacles is someone that is getting a hold, understanding how money works, understanding how worldly possessions work, understanding a little bit of how this world works, and you're standing a little bit firm in that. And that's the energy, and that's the good energy of this. It's like this you're finally kind of getting it, and you're learning, and you're getting grasp of things that you've wanted to get grasp of, and you're getting where you want to in life, in certain areas of your life here in the what is it, 2D, 3D reality around us. But over top of that is you've got the Seven of Swords. And I feel like there's a little bit of an imposter syndrome going on here. They're feeling like that you feel like you didn't quite do it on your own, that you feel like you've stolen ideas from people or taken ideas from people and run with it, and it's kind of helped you along the way. And I feel Spirit is saying not to view it that way, that when people share their ideas, those are for us to glean on. So if people are sharing ideas and you're learning off the internet, or you're learning from people, or you've seen people do stuff and you're gleaning off of it, give recognition where it's due, but also too realize that can be a gift from Source to you, from Spirit to you, to learn something so that you can become more stable, more gifted. That's why we're here on this earth, is to learn from each other and to give to each other. So if it's done, if you feel like you've taken some ideas, gleaned off people, and it's done with the right heart, you know what I'm saying, that you plan to pass that on to other people and pass that on to those around you. I see zero wrong with gleaning ideas off of people. Okay, give credit while it's due. Don't steal and keep it as your own and say it's your own. If you've referenced something off someone, you give them that reference. You tell where you've learned it. But it doesn't take your authenticity away. I really feel that it just adds to who you are and what you're interested in and stuff like that. So yeah, be proud of where you've come to. Do not feel like you're an imposter, stealing from people or taking from people's light. You're not. Look at it as you're sharing their light, and you're actually integrating your light with their light and then sharing it in the world. So that's what I feel like, that with that fire and stuff, that you're not taking away from that fire, you give to that fire, but reference the people that you need to. So if people have helped you along the way, thank them publicly. Make sure that if you've learned something from a book, I'm just giving this as an example, if you've learned something from a book and you've really applied that to your life and your life has really flourished, there's nothing wrong with you learning from that book. You've not stolen from that book. That book is written for you to glean off of. But when it becomes stealing is when you say it was your own idea, when you know full well that it wasn't your own idea, that you learned an idea off of someone else, you've put it into action, and you've bore fruit from that. Reference the person, reference the book, reference where you got that knowledge from. Join your two fires together and it will glow even brighter, if that makes sense, and it makes it even that much more authentic. I think, like for me doing these videos, I've watched other people do videos and I've gone, that's a fantastic idea, that really speaks to my heart. Do you know what I'm saying? And it made me, the fire in me, want to go. This is not my own idea of doing every month or every star sign and for a month's read. I've seen people do it. I like the idea. It makes me feel really good. What I'd like to see is, does it glean with other people's reads for the month and all that kind of stuff for the certain star sign. So yeah, it's not my original idea, but I'm going with it. I'm having fun, letting the bright shine out. It's all for Spirit, all for Source. So that's kind of like what it is. It's like, this is all for the betterment of people. So reference where you've gotten things from, even if you're shining in a certain area. Let those people that have taught you know that you've learned from them, because that really helps their fire even grow bigger and integrate the two, if that makes sense. Excuse me. So in the depths of you, you've got the Four of Swords. It's really a time for rest, okay? When rest is due, take it. You've been working very, very, very hard, okay? But what happens is that you can, if you're running from your own cup and you're not getting replenished, and you're not doing things that make you feel good, and you're not getting that rest that you need, you're going to run dry, okay? And I feel like some of you are running dry in the month of April, and it's time to just it's not like what comes to me. And I really struggled with rest until I got sick, and I realized, oh my God, like rest is the best thing that can happen for me because I need it to get better. You know, I used to think it was a time waster. I really would feel guilty for having a nap. I would really feel guilty for just slapping on the TV and watching a documentary that I really enjoyed and gleaned off of or whatever. And you know, I really feel like Spirit has been saying to people for quite some time, and it's coming out more and more and more. It's all right to put you as number one, okay? Because you can't give from an empty cup. You cannot give from an empty cup. You're going to be giving so much that you're actually going to get really sick from that. So you need to take that time for yourself. You need to take that time to rest. You need to take that time to just allow your cup to become full again and put those boundaries up around people. You see the wolves just guarding, asking that your spirit guides just guard you and protect you in that time, that people aren't, you know, guilting you or anything like that. Just really, really fill your cup by resting. So that is what your inner being, I feel, Taurus, is telling you very deeply, very strongly, but you haven't been listening to it. And so, yeah, it's time to rest. Above you is an interesting card. It's the Hangman. Now, this is, I'm not sure if I really like the representation of the Hangman in this card. I feel like the Hangman is in a position too of reflection. Again, going with the rest card, is during that time, it's all right to just take time for yourself and to reflect, Taurus, of where you want to be, where you've come from, where you want to be. You know, are you feeling like you're going down the right path? Is there a little like I feel like you're going down the right path, but it's like, is there little things that you're needing extra that you've been ignoring or you're not realizing? And during that time of reflection, I really feel like it'll come to you. There'll be downloads and stuff like that of what you're needed to continue to go down this path, to make it more fulfilling, more stronger, more brighter. Yeah, so it's just that time, and that's really what Spirit is calling you, and I feel a lot of you are in, is that it also can be a time of cocooning, and maybe that's what this represents. It's kind of a person in a grave, but yeah, cocooning, and the death to something, and the sparking of something new, more brilliant, of you just coming out and shining your light. But you're just in that time where you're just not doing it yet, and that is okay. Again, if we rely on Source, we rely on Spirit. There's no wasted time, you know. Everything will come as it's supposed to. So it's just relaxing in that, allowing the insights to come, allowing the intuition to come, and just allowing new ideas to spark in you, but being in a relaxed state with that. You're not really moving with it at the time in April, and that is okay. I really feel in my gut of guts that saying that is okay. Don't try to fight the cocoon a little bit. Just be with it and realize the brilliance that's going to come from this little bit of time. I don't even see it as a week or something like that. Just this little bit of time of reflection, feeling like you're a bit stagnant, but there's going to be huge insights into that for you, okay? And that's, I feel, really personal to you. Again, if it doesn't resonate, discard it. If it resonates, take it and hold on to it and see what comes. So in your very near future, for the month of April, you've got the 10 of Cups there. April's a good time. It's, you know, people aren't religious, but it is Easter. There's time off work. There's time of getting together with friends and family. Spring is coming. Barbecue season's coming. There's real time where your cup is going to get filled by the people around you. It's going to be good times. Enjoy those good times, Taurus. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there a little bit and have a party. Have fun. I'm getting relaxed in the presence of others, Taurus, and just be knowing full well. It's like this enjoyment of your world around you, I guess, and also the enjoyment that's coming really strongly into that sacral chakra. You know, that it's okay in this time to relax in people's presence. You don't have to give, but you can receive from people, and really enjoying that, seeing the world in a new light, seeing people in a new light. I really get from this feeling. I think there's been a bit of stagnation, a bit of maybe hermiting this winter, that kind of thing, and it's really coming out and realizing that you can enjoy life a little bit, that allowing your body, I'm sorry, the wrong card, your body to really feel in that area, that joy feeling, that heart-centered joy feeling of being with others, and that you don't have to necessarily always give, that you can receive from them too, okay? And they're willing to receive. You're going to see the world in a new light through those people's eyes, and it's going to be very enlightening for you. So excellent. That's for the near future. In your power position, you've got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, I believe, goes with this one, is that there's going to be people coming to your life in the next little while. If they're not already in your life, I kind of get a feeling, that they are in your life. It's just opening up a little bit to them to receive that nourishment, to receive that love, to receive that, maybe that point of view. But I don't feel like it's going to be a negative point of view. I think it's going to be like a point of view that's very positive about you, Taurus, but you're maybe don't have the self-worth to accept it. And I feel like, Spirit is saying it's now time to accept that from other people, that you are worth. So there's like going to be a new opening in you to experience new emotions on a deeper level of self-acceptance and self-love, but also love from other people, Taurus. So that's huge this month, and really be open to that, okay? Really be open. It goes with the Rest card. That's self-care. That's loving of oneself too, So it's kind of this, been working really hard, and it's time. The month of April is like spring rejuvenation. I'm getting this feeling of like coming back to life a little bit, a little bit, Taurus. So that's what I'm getting from that. So the Moon is in your power card. I'm getting two different feelings from this. Sorry, not your power card. How people or perceive you, and for the month of April, and how things are looking for you for the month of April, of how your community around you, your friends, your family, that kind of thing, perceive you, see you. The Moon can be a card of mystery, and I feel like sometimes you are a bit of a mysterious person. People can't read you quite right, but I really feel that, that it being... Why am I getting... Okay, interesting. I'm getting like the days are becoming lighter for longer, and the mysteriousness is going to be starting to disappear. I really feel that over winter there was a little bit of a darkness that kind of settled in you a little bit, and I think that's going to disappear, and people are going to start to see you a little bit of in a lighter way. I also feel that your own path is going to be illuminated, and that's going to be through other people too. Again, allowing yourself to be open to other people, how they see you, how they perceive you, and a bit of that confusion, murkiness about yourself is going to disappear, and it's really being open to the love around you. I really feel that, Taurus. So that's going to be the energy, just being open to the love around you. Now, your hopes and fears. This is an interesting card. It's the Five of Wands, and it's the card of competition. It's the card of fighting, and I really feel this is falling into a fear category to you, maybe with the work and how things have been going with work and building your life and stuff like that. Also, this feeling of like you are somewhere, but you feel like maybe a bit of imposter feeling. That you've got the Knight of Pentacles, you're doing well in life, you've kind of grabbed the hold of things in this material world, but there's a part of you that feels maybe that you're a bit of an imposter, maybe that you've taken ideas from people and you don't feel that well, but we've talked about the gleaning of ideas, giving credit where credit's due, and it's also that can go with this very competitive feeling, this feeling like of that other people to be battled instead of joined with. Does that make sense? So if you've gleaned ideas, it's like you feel like now that's your competition, those people that you've gleaned ideas or you learned from, they're your competition, and Source or Spirit is really telling you really strongly, no, it's not. You are that person standing there not fighting, okay? The four other, let them get on with it. Let them hit that wasp nest and let the wasp but you just enjoy your presence. You just enjoy where you are and don't get caught up in the competition of this world. You have integrity, be authentic to yourself, and you can watch the fight, but do not join in. Do not join in at all. So it's that, because they're going to hit that wasp nest and it's going to be awful, awful. I shouldn't hate wasps. Wasps scare me. They're one of the things in this world that scare me. I had one. Okay, I'm going to tell a little story. I had one last night. It's cold here, okay? It's spring, but it's still not that warm. And I opened the door to let my dog out last night. It was probably about 10:30 to let her go to the bathroom before we went to bed. And this wasp came in. We get some biggies, okay? We have proper, like, European hornets around here, but this wasp came in. He was a bit dopey, and he was just, like, flying at my face, and I had an elastic band from my hair, and I was, like, whipping it at him, and he scared the bejesus out of me, and I thought, what do I do? Because I didn't want to wake up my partner. He has to get up at like 4:45 we used to be at work at, what time is it? 5:45 in the morning. So yeah, he gets up at 4:45, and I just thought, I don't want to wake him up. I don't want to wake him up. So, but it all of a sudden came in my head, they're like the European hornets, turn off the lights in the house. So I just turned off the light in the kitchen, and the light outside was glowing where, because we have a backyard kind of spotlight that goes on, a censored light, and he flew right out. But oh my God, yeah. I will, if I saw people whacking at a hornet's nest, I wouldn't even be that guy standing there. I'd be long gone. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't join in. It's going to be a mess. You know, no one's your competition. You know, we can all learn from people. That's what this whole world is. It's really no competition. We make it's a societal thing to make competition. Okay, I really don't feel that as a spirit thing to make competition. So, you know, if you see competition, you're feeling competitive in yourself. That's something I need to sometimes work on. That comes from actually a lack of feeling, okay? And so it's not that like I'm competitive by nature. It's just this lack of feeling, and then I can feel a little bit like drawn into that, like I've got to compete kind of feeling, and I hate that feeling. So yeah, it's just not become a part of it. So yeah, there's a fear that you feel like you're going to be drawn into like competition, but then there's this other part that says, you know, you've got to just pull away, and I feel Spirit is really telling you to pull away. So your outcome for the month is the Page of Wands, and again that kind of goes with the Knight of Pentacles. I really feel like you're going to be it's a new beginning in okay, what's coming to me is like a new hobby, a new passion. Does that make sense? A new learning of something that is going to really interest you, get your heart going. So by the end of the month, like there's going to be okay, what's coming to me, yeah, again, is that gleaning off of people, that learning off of people is really going to help you with where you are, but give credit where it's due. Also, that opening to your heart, you're opening your heart to people and allowing people to speak into your life. I really feel like there's going to be like a new ignition of fire in there, a new energy of passion, self-worth, wanting to do something, wanting to pass on the fire a little bit more from these people that have helped fill up your cup a bit. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for the month of April for you, Taurus. I want to thank you for listening. Like I said, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. It's a general read. If little bits resonate, glean on it. If you're not a Taurus and some of this was speaking to you, take it. Yeah, enjoy your evening. Have a good night. Take care.